right, so we get another look at a guy who many believe might be the best grappler in this division. He has a lot of different tricks that are part of his trade, and he's got a favorable matchup here tonight.
And the grip strength of these guys that are high-level grapplers are something to behold. The guy grabbed me the other day and said, just feel, Daniel, feel the grip. And I was like, holy smokes, you can tell he has spent a lifetime of grabbing guys, maneuvering you, moving you into position to try and get you to the floor. And that's what he's done so effectively since joining the UFC.
And I didn't even grab you as hard as I could.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I wasn't talking about you. We're talking about this guy.
Right, and he's got a big one in front of him today. Vegas believes he should win this fight. We'll see if he can hold serve as the favorite tonight. Cejudo steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. All right, here's the oncoming bantamweight force out of the great nation of Georgia, repping Team Serra-Longo there on the northeastern side of the U.S. Merab Dvalishvili. He's been on the championship course for a long time. He's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
All he does is win, John, and he wins in a certain way. He pressures you and he breaks you down. I have seen so many great bantamweights fight Merab Dvalishvili, and you can see they start to lose, not only physically, but in the spirit. He attacks you at a level that's higher than just your body. He's a great wrestler. He will put a pressured pace on you that not many people can stay with.
And I'm not sure that any athlete has ever muted Jose Aldo's offense as much as Dvalishvili did back in 2022. Merab back under the bright lights tonight. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world and the former UFC featherweight champion, Henry Triple C Cejudo. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
You ready? Good.
All right, so here is the wrestler slash grappler, the Team Serra-Longo rep, Merab Dvalishvili, one of several Georgian fighters that have emerged over the last several years, and you got to think you're going to get a takedown attack here early in this round, DC. Merab doesn't make any bones about it. The opposition knows what's coming. More often than not, they're unable to stop it. Well, how about this striking display tonight as he lands yet another knee right there. Several have already landed in this round, and you can see they're really starting to take their toll on the opposition at this point in the fight.
Oh, that was a good knee, yep.
That's a perfect scramble right there. Beautiful transition. Fast pace here in the early going. Pretty good jab there by Cejudo. Well, his opponent has done a pretty good job staying in the fight despite the fact that he has absorbed so many flush knees and to so many different locations. Look at those stats there, bottom of your screen. Absolutely incredible. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Dvalishvili getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he can cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly. He's postured up. He's landing big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom or the fight's going to get stopped.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Under 20 seconds now to go.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Take a deep breath and relax. Nice job. You won that round. Clearly. This round, I want it to be destructive. You can move forward and slide.
All right, we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC. A lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Well, there's a takedown attempt. No surprise that he would go for it there, but unable to get the fight to the ground.
Whenever your opponent knows that you're going to try to take him down, oh,
how about the judo toss there? It's not as easy as it looks, I can assure you. Well, ground and pound 101, and now you start to see some swelling appear. All right, feet on the hips here.
Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom. He's in the mount.
Don't let him go to the mount. Keep on your
Oh, he's gotta be careful there, yep.
Get on the outside. Get on the side. Don't let him.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Cejudo.
That was nice.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Cejudo's back in side control. Well, you know he's tougher than I am, right? But this man has absorbed so much damage upstairs that I wouldn't be surprised to see the referee call on the doctor at some point.
Well, at some point, you got to take a look at him. He's so bruised. He's so battered. He's so swollen. And credit to his opponent for finding a route to victory and staying on that. He has dominated this fight. He's got to start throwing now.
2 minutes. The Olympic gold medalist, Cejudo, ground and pound from half guard now. Oh, good armbar attempt here. Oh, he's got that submission locked in.
Oh, he's getting submitted.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Cejudo ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Oh, another beautifully placed shot right on that swollen area. Referee might call for the doctor here soon. Under a minute to go. All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Good round.
All right, that is that round in the books. Dvalishvili's eye is worse for wear. That's completely swollen shut at this point in time. You know the ringside physician is going to come in and take a look, but you got to think the vision, at least in that eye, is completely compromised at this point in time. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Great punch.
He's got a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot. And he landed. Great job.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Superman punch lands. And once again, looking for that highlight reel KO with that front kick. Dvalishvili's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight. All right, close guard now. Cejudo's in half guard. Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Great posture to land that nasty elbow.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Now he's going full mount.
Under 2 minutes to go in round 3.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on the hips to try to move your opponent off of you and pull him down to close his space.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Dvalishvili. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Oh, another strike gets through from the top position.
Time in the hook.
10 seconds to go in the round. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and Dvalishvili's eye may not recover, folks. You can see the visible damage. It is nearly completely swollen shut at this point in time. Referee is watching things closely. I wouldn't be surprised, candidly, if the doctor stops the fight here between rounds. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, he's wobbled now.
Oh, nice right hand. Oh, my goodness. Oh!
Both guys appeared to land there. Little judo throw there to take him down. High praise, I would think, from the Olympian, DC. Nicely done.
I mean, it was beautiful. The way that he stepped across, got his hips in and started driving into his opponent. What a phenomenal technique. Great position. Great knowledge of knowing how to manipulate someone's body.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Dvalishvili gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there.
In the half guard.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Dvalishvili.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Nice.
Making all these shots count. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Dvalishvili. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. Oh, he got to his spot.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. "90 seconds to go." All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. So the swelling at this point appears to be critical. UFC President Dana White to our left looks concerned. What's the referee waiting for?
I mean, the time is now to pull the plug on this fight. I don't think anyone would have a problem with saying tonight's just not his night. Sure, he's tough. We don't want to see a guy's toughness on display to this level to try to stay in a fight.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Good work from the top here by Dvalishvili. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Final seconds of round 4. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. Heading back to the corner now, Dvalishvili's eye is really in rough shape at this point in time, completely swollen shut. We'll see if the cut man can do anything about it, but I would not be surprised to see the doctor stop the fight here between rounds. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go, 5th and final round.
Nice punch to the head. Another strike to the head lands.
Missed with that right hand.
He does a phenomenal job of actually attacking the takedowns off of his punches.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. All right, feet on the hips here.
You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Okay, he's got it. That's it. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Nice strike from the bottom fighter there.
Great defense by this fighter.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Cejudo. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is one of my favorite techniques. I got Volkan Ozdemir here, and I just landed punch after punch after punch. They didn't have to be hard, but if you can land 30, 40 strikes in a row, the referee will have no choice but to finish the fight.
North-south position. Side control now.
He's getting him out here.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
That was a slick transition.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here.
Great submission defense.
Cejudo's back in half guard.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. But at least staying busy on the bottom. While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. And there is the final horn. What a 25-minute affair tonight. We're going to the scorecards. The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Henry Triple C Cejudo!
All right, so the judges are in agreement tonight. He is your winner by unanimous decision. Certainly pretty easy fight to score, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was an easy fight to score. Whereas his opponent had a few moments, he was the one that truly did lead all the interactions. He's the person that truly did dictate if the fight was standing or on the ground. This is his fight. He won this fight, and he won it in dominant fashion.